This time, I am announcing at the Freedom 500. Let me take you behind the scenes. All right, Freedom 500. If you've been living under a rock, let me explain what this whole thing is. It all started with Garrett Mitchell, Cleetus McFarland. And in 2020, he bought the old DeSoto Speedway here in Bradenton, Florida, and he was gonna put on events, but then, unfortunately, the pandemic hit, and he decided to start live streaming them, and that's what led to this whole thing and the live stream that I will be on later today on Freedom Plus. Now, this event is the Freedom 500. It's an invitational. There's all sorts of actual hardcore NASCAR racers and people on YouTube, influencers, just friends, fun, Cleetus team people, and they're gonna be doing 100 laps in bone stock Crown Victorias. Now, I did the Le Mullets race, which is very similar, twice earlier, and it was interesting. Back then, the cars were extremely rudimentary. Now they at least have full rolled cages and containment seats, and they're pretty safe. So what's happening now is all of the drivers are out just decorating their cars, and then we're gonna go into qualifying. There will be the van pre-race, and then I'm gonna be up in the booth announcing the whole thing along with Jake, who you'll meet, and then I'll also be doing the driver introductions. One of the deals here is that every driver gets to customize their car on their own. There's a whole team right here working on Greg Biffle's car. Let's check it out. Looking good?
Yeah, man.
All right, the birdies are going big here. Doug, you don't mess around.
Well, we got a taxi, and then Brad, to keep him motivated, we need to put a blonde in the front.
Hey,
so we got Sasha.
My wife better not see this.
It's her win.
But we're ready. All we gotta do is turn on that taxi light. It's fully lit up. And you know what they say in New York? The fastest car is a taxi.
That's right. Show us the bullhorns. Tell them a story.
So these bullhorns go way back, even with Dave here, and these are from the World Championship. So these were on what?
Yeah, Subaru.
At least six of the episodes.
Oh, yeah.
They've been through a lot. They've broken multiple times. We've had to self-tapper. This is a new edition.
Yeah, the little Pirates of the Caribbean deal.
Yeah, we found that. I don't even know where, but yeah, this is it. This is the Freedom 500 taxi. So hopefully we can cross that finish line.
Brad,
in the
we
top.
have got the best announcer ever.
Yeah, you're
Announcer.
right.
You already know he's good luck.
Hey, you better be saying good things.
We already know you're good
Oh,
luck.
yeah.
We got the man.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we got David in our court.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
there. It's there. It's a package.
Here are the folks who are racing this time in March of 2025. Cleetus, of course, he's raced in every one of his own events. MIG welder Ty, he put the roll cage in every one of these cars. Haley Deegan, who is now running an Indy Next. Haley's dad, Brian Deegan. Country singer and songwriter Chase Matthew. Kyle from Boosted Boys. Destruction King Whistlin Diesel. My pal Brad DeBirdie, huge YouTuber CBoys TV. And another one, J.H. Diesel, who won this race last year. Brent from PFI Speed out of Colorado. Stock car legend Greg Biffle.
Motocross and X Games hero Axel Hodges.
Redneck science leader Westen Champin. Victor Alvarez, who owns the Bradenton drag strip along with Cleetus. And Cleetus cronies LS George and Clutch Pack Zach. Kai Kelly from No Prep Kings. the cheatin' death master of the world, Travis Pastrana, Sean, the what no way guy, NASCAR driver and Fox announcer Michael Waltrip, Cameron Johnson from CJ Race Cars, he's working on several of Cleetus's cars, NASCAR racer Corey LaJoie, ARCA points leader Butterbean, the largest automotive DIY YouTuber Chris Fix, and I didn't get a shot of his name, but also Kevin Smith. Over here we have the Van Prix entries. It's an exhibition race where you buy a dirt cheap minivan, gut it, and run on a kidney bean shaped racetrack with a mandatory jump. This deal was created by Jim York, who is part of Travis Pastrana's Channel 199 on YouTube. Next up is the driver's meeting, where Cleetus does roll call and basically tells everyone not to be an idiot. There's no smashing anyone in the driver's door, stuff like that. He always reminds everyone that the cars are 4,000-pound missiles and he encourages safety. The qualifying groups are announced and Cleetus explains the flag procedures and promises that the race will never end on a yellow flag. After the driver meeting, racers suit up for qualifying and I'm off to the booth. First thing in the tower is a production meeting for the live stream on Freedom Plus. You'd be surprised how many people and how much planning it takes to make the live show. It's not as pro as the Fox Sports stuff that I do for NHRA, but it is definitely a complex miniature version of real TV. Finally, action is about to begin, and I hit the booth with the regular Cleetus announcer, Jake Wilson. The Freedom Plus live stream starts with the qualifying. And of course, they spelled my name wrong on the screen all night long. After the qualifying for the main event, the Van Prix hits the track and it's hilarious. Watch these things jump and scatter their bumpers. After the Van Prix, it's time for me to run down on the track and introduce the drivers to all the fans. I spent about a full day studying up on everybody, so I had things to say that sounded intelligent, or at least informed.
Now, you won the very first Le Mullets, and I gotta be honest, it's been straight downhill since then. My advice early on the nitrous button, what do you got?
On the nitrous button?
Yes.
Oh, I use it late in the race, and, you know, we'll use it to pass everybody.
CBoys, let's go! Correct me if I'm wrong. You finished dead last year, right? And I want to talk about you starring in such hit YouTube videos as I wore no sleeves for 30 days.
That was cold. That was cold. It was the wrong time of the year for that.
For your very first Freedom 500, what lap do you see the big pile up?
Things happened. It was pretty fun.
Let's hope things happen. This is gripping television right now as I go through my notes and try and figure that out.
I've actually won 2.5 with Ty. You have to call it 2.5. So we got the best odds against him. I think he's just scared.
You've run here before, I think, in tandem with Haley, right? So the question is, are you willing to nerf her for the win?
We've already had the family discussion, and we're like, you know what, we'll help each other till that last lap. Then it's all bets are off the table, and it's, hey, we'll do what it takes to win for sure, even if it means spinning your daughter, I guess, yeah.
She's breathing over your shoulder right now.
I'm telling you guys right now, I need to win a Corvette. So if it takes a little dirty racing, that's what I'm going to do. It's the Freedom 500. I do not care.
You ran Daytona 500. You said you weren't going to do it again, but you've been back here, I think, 6 times.
Yeah, I keep feeling like I can possibly win one of these, so really appreciate all the support. I thank you guys for coming out. This event is so much fun.
I'd say my worst moment was with Michael Waltrip. I found out that he had been on Dancing with the Stars, and I came up with a lighthearted zinger, and it did not land well at all.
So I feel that I can ask you this. What's going to be more embarrassing, losing the Freedom 500 or Dancing with the Stars?
Well, I made it 8 weeks on Dancing with the Stars, and I had some really special moves that I perfected over that time, and so I only positivity away from that experience. This, with all these people with their ears pinned back and they're all set on go, it could be crazy out here tonight.
It's going to be a lot of fun.
Thank you. I got to say something about Mr. FRDM here. This guy is incredible. I have followed you for so long, and it just warms my heart to have you part of all this. And thank you so much for your support and being here. And we're going to have a lot of fun tonight, brother. Thank you.
I love it. Very kind. Thank you, man.
You know, it was very cool of Cleetus to praise me like that, and I also respect everything that he has done to crank up the hot rodding scene. I have gone on record saying he is the single most important figure in the marketplace right now. For the rest of the night, Jake and I call the race. He's clearly the lead play-by-play, but I get in some side quips and stories and things. Our mics are hot the entire time unless we hit the cough button, so we have to be careful with what we say. We're wearing these headsets and the director is talking in our ear as we call the race so that we know when to go to commercials or what's going on the track and things like that. One gag was when they sent out the Summit Racing pace car and it started to smoke on track, and then they blew it up. Of course, this was a gag, and you can hear me allude to that.
No,
now it's
David,
black.
No, I'm serious. There's something wrong with that car.
Well, totally. Look at that. It's huffing black smoke.
That can't be right. They quickly are going to pull that thing in towards the infield. I don't know where they think they're going. I thought rule number 1 here at the Freedom Factory was to stay off the grass.
Oh, look at that thing.
I don't know what the heck is going on down there. Well, that was pretty short-lived there with the... Oh, my gosh!
Okay.
The pace car has just exploded down in the infield.
I did not see that coming.
The track and rescue team is quickly on the scene, and man, I don't know if that's quite the advertising the folks at Summit Racing Equipment would want to see, but I mean, they're lucky they got out of there. That was so close. Unbelievable.
Man, it sprayed fire on the ground behind the car.
Man, great job by our camera crew making sure that they got all this.
How do you possibly have this much footage out of a completely unintentional explosion? I'd say the strongest players this time were Brad DeBerti, Jack Stan Jimmy, Corey LaJoie, Kevin Smith, and the ultimate winner, Travis Pastrana. Pastrana was stoked. It was the first ever rear drive race on pavement that he'd ever won. He even did a booty at the very end of the night, drinking a beer out of some random guy's boot. Gross. For the prize, Travis could pick between a wildly customized limo Sprinter van or a brand new Z06. He took the Corvette and his guys immediately started spray painting all over it. I admit, I didn't love this, but the car did have a vinyl wrap, so it would clean up pretty easily. However, they also claimed that they plan to rip out the entire drivetrain from the Vette and put it in some old van that they've got. If they do, I guess you'll see that on channel 199 on YouTube. Pastrana ends up being exactly the guy you hope that he is. He's totally cool, and in the end, he stood in front of the grandstands and signed autographs and took photos until the very last fan had left. I'd have to guess that they fired off like 50 grand in fireworks. Cleetus leaves nothing on the table when it comes to fun and entertainment, and everyone behind the scenes at these things is very cool and professional. They're part of an amazing empire that this guy has built. If you can make it out to one of the Cleetus events, I definitely recommend it. And maybe I'll see you there.